Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Thursday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in game 2 of the conference finals for our Minnesota Timberwolves road to the NBA Finals series. And as you guys saw from the last episode, we actually beat the Los Angeles Lakers 100-76, which I will have the link to the video in the description from last episode if you guys have not checked that episode out already, or if you plan to or haven't already. So the Raptors are leading it for the Eastern Conference 1-0. Our projected opponent will probably be the New York Knicks if we make the finals, which we definitely will. So without further ado, we'll see you at tip-off. Alright, the Los Angeles Lakers are ready for some tip-off, as well as the Minnesota Timberwolves. The LA Lakers win this tip-off. Dennis Schroeder passing it off to LeBron James. LeBron James passing it off to Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I'm going to pass it off to D'Angelo Russell and then to some Anthony Edwards. And I got some Karl-Anthony Towns, the Edison, New Jersey native. So he gets that in for 2 points. So it's now tied 2-2. Here in the 3-1-0 and 2-1-3, LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native, trying to figure out who to pass it to. He passes it off to Schroeder. Schroeder passing it off to Harrell, and then some Anthony Davis. So Dennis Schroeder, it looks like he is going to get blocked by Karl-Anthony Towns. So we got some Jared Vanderbilt passing it off to Malik Beasley for 3. And it's now a 5-2 lead. LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native, passing it off to Schroeder. Schroeder losing the basketball, picking it back up. LeBron James passing it to Schroeder. Schroeder will make that 3 happen, and it's now tied 5-5. D'Angelo Russell has possession of the basketball, so he's going to go up. There is a foul. It is on Anthony Davis, and I think it's a shooting foul, I'm pretty sure. And D'Angelo Russell will attempt at the free throw line. Will he make it in? The answer is yes. So it's now 8-5. So he passes it off to Schroeder, loses the basketball. D'Angelo Russell makes that steal, dunks that in, and it's now 10-5. So the T-Wolves are taking this lead by half pretty seriously in this game. So Schroeder has possession of the basketball, loses it. D-Russ picking it up, and he lays it in there for 2 points. So it's now 12-5. And Anthony Davis, he's going to pass it off to Schroeder and then to some LeBron James. So Anthony Edwards makes that steal. Edwards with that dunk, and it's now 14-5. So it's now Schroeder losing the basketball, picking it back up. LeBron James from 3 makes that in. So it's now 14-8. So D-Russ, he's going to pass it off to Karl-Anthony Towns. So Karl-Anthony Towns makes a 3, or attempts a 3 from behind the arc. So it's now 17-8. So now Anthony Davis passing it off to LeBron James. So LeBron James, he has possession. He's going to do a lob pass. Was intended for Anthony Davis, but he actually missed that opportunity. And now it goes to the T-Wolves, and the Lakers now have possession of the basketball. Schroeder losing that basketball. Davis picking it up. LeBron James passing it off to Davis. He gets that in there for 2 points. So it's now 19-10. Throws it. Edwards from the other side of the court. Davis drilling that for 3. We're going to take a break. Alright, so now Dennis Schroeder has possession of the basketball, and he's dribbling it out. He's going to pass it off to Andre Drummond. Drummond getting that in there. So it's now 22 seconds left on the clock. So now get to some Karl-Anthony Towns here. So Karl-Anthony Towns, he's going to get this in from 2 points. So it's now 31-14, 13.2 seconds to go, and we'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, now beginning of the second quarter here in Los Angeles, California, Karl-Anthony Towns, gets that mid-range shot in. So he has 18 points. He's 8 for 8 in field goals right now. So he's on top of his game. And I'm thinking that he is the leading scorer for this Minnesota Timberwolves team. There is a foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder, and it's on D'Angelo Russell. So he's going to go to the free throw line once at it, and he's going to get that point in. So now it's 33-20. Karl Anthony Towns, so he's going to go up there. He's going to dunk that in, and it's now 35-20. So T-Wolves leading by 15. Schroeder has possession of the basketball. So Schroeder, it looks like, loses that basketball. D'Angelo Russell passing it off to Malik Beasley. And he gets that in for 2 points in the paint there. So it's now a 37-20 lead. And Dennis Schroeder has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to Talen Horton-Tucker. Passes it to Andre Drummond and dunks that in. So it's now 37-22. And now Karl Anthony Towns, he gets this up there. And it's now 39-22. 22 points for Karl Anthony Towns, 8 of which are in the paint as of right now. So Schroeder trying to figure out where to pass it to. There is a foul there. We tried to block with Anthony Edwards, but that was unsuccessful. And it looks like Dennis Schroeder will get his 7th point of the game. And in field goals wise, he's 2 for 3. He's only missed 1. So D'Angelo Russell has possession of the basketball, and it looks like he's going to get it in there for 2 points. So that's going to count for the Los Angeles Lakers. So he has 9 points, D. Russ, and Schroeder has 8 points. So Jared Vanderbilt makes it steal. I'm going to pass it off to Malik Beasley. Actually intercepted that off to the Los Angeles Lakers. So they're going to pass it off to LeBron James. He dunks that in. And it's now Malik Beasley's turn. So he's going to shoot from 3. And he drills it. And he makes it in. Alright, now Jared Vanderbilt's going to pass it off to D'Angelo Russell. And I got some Malik Beasley shooting this in from near the arc. But he was in front of it. So the Lakers, they've only missed 1 field goal in this whole game. They're at 92%. And I think, like I said, it was on Dennis Schroeder. Alright, Schroeder has possession of the basketball. He dunks that in. So it's now 48-30. So now Ricky Rubio is going to go up there. He actually misses the ball. Anthony Davis picks up that steal there. Picks up that rebound, rather. LeBron James getting that in there. So it's now 48-32. So the Lakers have not at all led in this whole game. So Josh Okogie, he's going to shoot this in from behind the arc. So it's now 51-32, 31 seconds to go. Schroeder passing it off to James. So LeBron James is going to pass it to KCP. Gets that in there. So it's now 51-34. So now Karl Anthony Towns, he's going to pass it off to D'Angelo Russell. So Karl Anthony Towns there gets that layup in. So it's going to end up being 53-34 to end this first half. James, he's going to go in the paint there. He's going to dunk that in. And we'll see you guys in the second half. Alright, now beginning of the fourth quarter, Karl Anthony Towns, 24 points for this guy right there, the Edison, New Jersey native. So he is the leading scorer for this T-Wolves basketball team. LeBron James was also the leading scorer. I think he is now with 11 points. So LeBron James, he's going to go in the paint. They're passing it off to Montrezl Harrell. LeBron James picking up that assist there. So it's now D'Angelo Russell passing it off to Karl Anthony Towns. He has played a whole lot of great minutes in this game. So it's now 60-38. Towns with 28 points. Schroeder passing it off to James. So he gets that layup there. So it's now 60-40. So now D'Angelo Russell, he's going to go up there and gets that in there for 62-40. So we're 96% in field goals while the Lakers are 89. Not bad percentages today. I mean, this is the Western Conference Finals. Anything could happen. I mean, these teams are really, really good. They've been playing really good throughout this playoff. So they proved, oh, it's an offensive 3-second violation. So the Minnesota Timberwolves now have possession of the basketball. So Ricky Rubio passing it off to D'Angelo Russell. I'm going to use some Malik Beasley, actually. So I'm going to get up there, and he gets that offensive rebound, steps back, pulls it in from 2 points. So it's now 64-40. Davis passing it off to Schroeder, and Schroeder passing it off to Davis. So Davis getting that in there. So it's now 64-42. D'Angelo Russell, he's going to pass it off to Karl Anthony Towns. So he is going to get that in there. Anthony Davis with his second foul of the game. Another shooting foul. He's 2 for 2 in field goals, Karl Anthony Towns. And he has 31 points as of right now. So Marc Gasol, it looks like he's going to pass it off to KCP and then some LeBron James. So LeBron James looking to shoot from 3, actually 2. I thought it was a 3, but he has 15 points right now, 7 for 8 in field goals. So Russell loses the basketball. LeBron James picks it up. So Kentavious Caldwell-Pope drills it in from 3. So it's now 67-47. Malik Beasley with the possession. So he's going to step back, shoot it in from behind the arc. So it's now 70-47. Clock's winding down pretty fast here. So LeBron James trying to figure out where to pass it to, passing it to Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, drills another 3, and now we're leading by 20. So let's see, 7 plus 5 does equal to 12. So 120 total points scored in this game. So Rubio makes another 3 happen. So it's now 73-50 with 109 to go in the third. And LeBron James, he is going to go in the crossover mode. Drummond getting that special layup there. So now D'Angelo Russell passing it off to Josh Okogie. So Josh Okogie gets it in there, and it's on Marc Gasol. It's a foul. So Okogie misses that. So he's going to pass it off to Drummond and then some LeBron James. So LeBron James gets it in there for 2 points. So it's now 75-54. D'Angelo Russell passing it off to Karl Anthony Towns. So Karl Anthony Towns, he is going to go up, makes that layup there. So it's now 77-54. So Drummond passing it off to Kuzma, then some Ricky Rubio. He is going to shoot this in there. He's going to make that happen. So it's now 79-54. Drummond passing it off to James. So LeBron James has possession. He's going to pass it to Kuzma. Lob pass. Dunks that into Drummond. So it's now 79-56. Rubio passing it off to D'Angelo Russell and some Karl Anthony Towns with that layup. We'll see you guys in the fourth quarter. Alright, so now Montrezl Harrell, he is going to pass this off to Anthony Davis. So he's going to pass it off to Kyle Kuzma, and then he's going to pass it off to Talen Horton-Tucker as he gets that in there for 2. So now 93 and 95% respectively for both teams. And it's now 87-62. Russell with 13 minutes and 13 points for every minute he's played in this game. He has scored at least 1 or so, maybe 2 points. He gets that layup there, drives that one in. So it's now 15 points. So he has 4 from mid-range today. And Schroeder passing it off to Harrell. So Harrell's going to pass it off to Schroeder. He's going to pass it off to Anthony Davis. So Davis losing the basketball. Malik Beasley, he is going to give, there is a foul there. It's on Schroeder. And it looks like that Malik Beasley is going to get the 90th point of the game for the team's 90th point, 91st actually, since he got 2 of those points in. So Alex Caruso has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it off to Markieff Morris, and then Morris passing it off to Caruso, and Caruso losing the basketball. The Lakers now have possession of it. Alright, so it's now 93-64. Alex Caruso passing it off to Talen Horton-Tucker, passing it off to Morris, then Alex Caruso getting that in there. So it's now 93-66. I don't think the Lakers will come back with 27 points. With how many minutes they got, they drew that 3, so it's now 96-66. So it's now a 30-point lead for the T-Wolves. Talen Horton-Tucker, it looks like he's going to pass it off to Markieff Morris. So Morris passing it to Caruso. And it is on Josh Okogie on that foul. So it's now going to be 96-69 if Caruso actually makes that one in. So he's going to dribble, and he will probably shoot this one in. And it's now 96-69, so we're going to take a break. Alright, D'Angelo Russell passing it off to Karl-Anthony Towns. There gets that right hand, gets his left hand in that hoop, and he scores points off of that. So it's now a 29-point lead for the LA Lakers, 102-73. Karl-Anthony Towns makes that steal. Josh Okogie passing it off. And he's actually going to do a pump fake, so he's actually going to shoot it in for 3. He was going to fake it, but actually he gets it in, and it's going to be a victory for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I think in the next episode, they will play in Minneapolis. So we'll see you at statistics. Here are the box scores from both teams. Karl-Anthony Towns, 46 points, 1 steal, 1 block on the day with 1 dunk. Malik Beasley, 24 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals on the day with 1 dunk. D'Angelo Russell, 15 points, had 1 dunk, 11 assists, so he's been the assist man for this T-Wolves team this whole game. Josh Okogie, 9 points, 1 assist on the day, and 1 dunk. So that wraps it up, everybody. I'm not going to do the stats for the Lakers just because I don't have enough